Okay, in this class, we are going to discuss the next topic in the C programming language, that is selection statement or addition statements. Okay, so in the C programming language, we are having the mainly two types of selective statements or addition statements. One is if, second one is the switch. Okay, so under the if, we are having again two types. No, sorry, we are having under the if four types. Coming to if, one is simple if, second one if else, okay, third third one else if, fourth one is nested if. These are the four types under the if statement, if addition statement. So coming to the switch, we don't have any type. This is only one type, that is switch case. Okay, so first we will take a theory, then we will take the example. So how to write the program for the if, again in the simple if, and then if else, and then else if, and then nested if. Then we go for the switch statement. Okay, now coming to the syntax. So how to follow syntax for the if? First of all, what is the name? Decision statement or a selection statement. First of all, what is the meaning of a decision? So decision means we have to say yes or no. That is what decision. Okay, nothing but coming to our programming language, we have to say true or false. That is what. Okay, for example, if I ask you if you like this food, what you say? If you say yes or if you say no, you don't say both. That is what decision here. Okay, now what is the meaning of selection statements? It means, for example, I will take a small example. If here, this is what. Okay, so here we write the condition. Okay, so condition, if this condition is true, then we are going to select the statements to execute. That is called selection statement, selective statements. It means what? So based upon the decision, it is true, then we have to execute, we have to select these statements we want to execute. That is called selective statements. Okay, that is what topic name, decision statements and then selection statements. Okay, so how many we are having? Four we are having. In this we don't have any type, we are having only one switch. Now what is the decision? We have to say yes or no. Yes means true, no means false. So coming to the, this is what. First of all, we have to know, so what is the expression? Okay, so expression, we have to know what is expression. Okay, so if you take a equal to b plus c, this is what expression. So always you have to understand expression having a two things. One is operands, second one operators. Okay, so one is what? Operands. The variables are called operands. So a comma b comma c. So these are the operands in the expression. Now what are the operators? So for this topic I will take one complete video. It is very big topic, so I will take example one by one. Okay, so in this way I am having two operators. One is equal to, is called assignment operator. Okay, so plus arithmetic operator. Okay, so this is called expression. So an expression contains two things. One is operands, second one word operators. Take one more example. If you take b plus c, this also expression. If you take p into q, what is a p into q? It is expression. So what are the operands p and q? What is the operator? Multiplication symbol, nothing but a arithmetic operator. This is called expression. Okay, so why we are talking about the expression, we'll see now. Okay, so first to take the first type of the if, that is simple if. Okay, first I'll take only syntaxes, so I will take examples directly. Then first simple if. It means if expression, okay, and then set of statements. That's what. See, always we have to make a note. This gives two values. It may be 1, it may be 0. So 1 means what? 1 means the condition is true. So when you take example, it is very easy to understand. First to go with the theory. Okay, if the condition is true, I have to go into the if block. I have to execute these statements. If condition false, it returns 0. Don't do anything. Okay, don't go to here. You have to come out of the, don't go to here. You have to skip this if block. That is called simple if. Okay, now second one, what? If else. Okay, same. If else, if you write here expression, or you may take condition, you take whatever name you want. Okay, if condition, and then else. If condition is true, I have to go to the if block, then execute the statements. What is the condition true? It gives the value 1. If condition false, what is the value? It gives the 0. Okay, then where I have to go? Don't go to here. You have to come to the else block. Then you have to execute these statements in the else block. Okay, why I'm saying block? Because I'm having the opening of the else block, closing of the else block, opening of the if block, closing of the if block. Okay, so there is a opening and then closing, then you have to call it as a block. Okay, so this is about the if else condition. Okay, second one, third one, what? Else if. So when I have to go to the else if, when there are multiple conditions. Okay, so multiple conditions. This is important. Then I have to go to the, so else if. Okay, now take example, syntax. If condition 1. Next you write else if. Condition 2. Take one more else if. You may take any number of else ifs, that depends upon the number of conditions. So else if condition 3. Okay, so like this. Finally what you take? You take the else block. You take else block. So what is the multiple conditions means? See, everything we have to write in the main program, not sub. This is not a program. This is syntax. Okay, for the simple if. This is syntax for the if else. It means how it is executing. Okay, this is the syntax for the multiple conditions. What is syntax? Nothing but the tools. Okay, now come to the, okay, I will take example, then it is very easy to understand for you. Now if condition is true, what will be the value? Condition is true, 1. 1 means, okay, true means what? 1 means true. If it is 1, it means true. 1 is same as true. Okay, then you have to execute the statements in the if block. Okay, because condition true, don't execute this, don't execute this, don't execute this. I have to execute any one condition only. Okay, so multiple conditions are there. Okay, so because if the condition is true, don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere here, don't execute any condition 2, condition 3, else block, don't go to anywhere, simply come out of the next statements. That's what. Okay, for example, here condition is false. What is the false? 0. 0 means what? Don't go to here, don't enter into the if block, don't execute this. Then where I have to go? You have to check the second condition, that is you have to check C2. Assume the condition is true, it means 1. Then what? I have to go to the else if block, execute all the statements. Okay, then again what? Don't go here, don't go here, directly come to the end of the remaining statements other than the if else, like that. Okay, else if. For example, if condition is 0 here also, then where I have to check the condition, this condition I have to check. Okay, if condition is true, it means 1, then what I have to do? You have to execute these statements. Then what? Don't go here, don't go here, directly come out of the entire this if else blocks. You assume that the condition is 0, it means what? Don't execute these statements. Condition is 0, don't execute these statements. Condition 3, don't execute 0, don't execute these statements. Then where I have to go? Go to the directly else block. It means what? Because condition false, I am skipping this, I am skipping this, I am skipping this. Where I am going? I am going to the like this. This is what? Multiple conditions. Okay, it means what? Okay, when there are multiple conditions, only one condition was executed. That is very important. Okay, okay, that is what, that is what. So simple if else, and then else if. Now come to the nested if. What is nested if? So if I have the, see, I am writing here for nested if condition check, if condition check, else, I am writing here due to space, else if, like this, one more else, like this, finally close the all those things. See what is nested if? One if one if contains one more if else, that is called nested if. Okay, that is what nested if it means. Now next one, what? For example, in this if block I am having this one more if else. That's what. Okay, for example, if the condition is false, where I have to go to the else block. Go to the else block, you have to execute these statements. Okay, see, by observation, this is outer if, this is inner if. Okay, see, in else block I am having one more if else block. That is what nested if. If contains again if else block, else contains one more if else block. So this is what nested if. Okay, so here see, you have to count the number of braces. 1 2, how many I have opened? 2 opened. So no, 3. 1 2 3, you have to close 3. 1 2 3, you have to close. Okay, so this is what nested if. Okay, now I will take some examples, then we'll go for the switch statement. Okay.